Welcome to Speak English with Energy.
Hey there! Welcome to Speak English with Energy.
Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're joining us today.
Today we're talking about morning routines to boost your day.
I love this topic. It's so important for English learners to start their day on the right foot.
I remember waking up early for school, feeling tired and grumpy. But then I started exercising in the mornings, and it completely changed my energy levels. I felt more alert and focused throughout the day, even in my English classes.
That's really interesting, Victor. How did you get into morning exercise?
Well, a friend of mine invited me to join a morning running group, and I just stuck with it.
I can see how that would help. I've been trying to establish a consistent morning routine myself.
Yeah, it's all about finding what works for you and making it a habit, which is what we'll be discussing today. I started with short runs and gradually increased my distance over time. It wasn't easy at first, but the sense of accomplishment I felt after each run was amazing. I began to look forward to these morning runs as a way to clear my mind.
That's really cool, Victor. I can see how it would help you feel more focused.
Exactly, and it carried over into other areas of my life, like my work and studies.
I've been trying to find a morning routine that works for me, but it's been tough.
I think the key is to start small and be consistent. Don't try to change everything at once.
That makes sense. I've been trying to do too much too soon, and I end up giving up.
Yeah, it's better to find one or two things that you enjoy and build from there.
I've heard that meditation can be really helpful in the mornings. Have you ever tried it?
Actually, I have, and it's been really beneficial for my mental health and productivity. I started with just a few minutes a day and gradually increased the time as I got more comfortable with it. Now, I feel like I can tackle anything that comes my way, even on tough mornings.
I'm definitely going to have to give meditation a try. Thanks for sharing your experience, Victor.
One thing I used to think was that you need to wake up at 5 a.m. to have a good morning routine.
That's a common misconception, right?
Exactly, and I realized that it's not about the time you wake up, but what you do with your time. I started with small, achievable goals, like drinking a glass of water as soon as I woke up. Then, I added a 10-minute walk outside to get some fresh air and sunlight.
That sounds like a great way to ease into the day. I might try that.
Yeah, and the best part is that it's flexible, so if I'm not feeling the walk, I can just skip it and move on to something else.
What if you're not a morning person, though?
Well, I think the key is to find what works for you and your schedule. For me, it was about starting small and being consistent, even if it's just a few minutes a day.
I like that approach. It's not overwhelming like some morning routines can be.
Right. And it's also important to listen to your body and take rest days when you need them.
That's so important, especially if you're just starting out with a new routine.
Absolutely. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They try to do too much too soon and end up burning out.
I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They try to do too much too soon and end up burning out.
One common mistake I see is trying to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. It sounds great, but if you're not a morning person, it's just not sustainable.
That's so true. I've tried that before and ended up hitting the snooze button repeatedly. It's better to start with small, achievable goals, like waking up 15 minutes earlier each day.
Exactly. And then you can gradually increase the time as you get into a routine. For example, I started by simply drinking a glass of water as soon as I woke up. It was a small habit, but it helped me start the day feeling refreshed and alert.
I like that idea. It's easy to do, and it's a great way to rehydrate after a night of sleep. What's another tip you can share with our listeners to help them boost their morning routine?
One tip is to get some natural light exposure as soon as you wake up. It helps regulate your circadian rhythms and can really help increase your energy levels.
That makes sense. I've noticed that on days when I take a short walk outside in the morning, I feel more alert and focused.
So, I encourage our listeners to try one of these tips this week and see how it can improve their morning routine.
That reminds me of my morning, when I used to drink coffee and read the news outside.
I'm more of a tea person. But I like your morning habit.
Did you ever try meditation?
Yes, I did try it once. And it really helped me relax.
I'm glad you found it helpful. We should talk about it more. So, to recap, we've talked about the importance of hydration, natural light, and creating a consistent routine.
Exactly. And I think one key takeaway is that small changes can add up over time.
That's right, like drinking a full glass of water as soon as you wake up.
Or taking a short walk outside to get some sunlight and fresh air.
I think our listeners will really appreciate these simple, yet effective tips.
And to make it easy for them to get started, let's give them one actionable tip. Open your curtains as soon as you wake up to let natural light in.
I love that. It's such an easy thing to do, and it can really make a big difference.
And it's a great way to start the day feeling more alert and focused.
Well, thank you, Victor, for sharing your insights and tips with us today.
See you next time on Speak English with Energy.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep speaking English with energy. See you in the next episode.